Hello everyone, it's Morbid here with another video. So welcome back my children. Today we are going to be doing a more info-friendly kind of video. So I'm trying to kick off 2018. I'm trying to bring you guys some videos that you can take advantage of that will be helpful and insightful maybe to some of you that really don't know. And I'm talking about taking care of your wigs. So maybe I'll do like a series of these videos, but I'm talking today about washing your wigs and taking care of them. So this is pretty big, I think. It is one of the main reasons why my Charisma, my oldest one, my silver ombre wig has lasted so long. It's coming up on year 2, I think. I haven't worn it as much, so I will give you guys that. I don't wear it as much as I used to, so that will play into the fact of why it's lasted so much longer. But for the most part, I do believe that if you wash them and take proper care of them, they could last quite a while. And of course, I'm talking about synthetic hair. Real hair, I've never really dealt with, so I don't have much information on that. But we should get started because this video is going to be a long one, at least for me, hopefully not for you, and hopefully we can get it done and give you guys some information. So I have quite the variety of wigs now. I've collected a bunch, and some of them do need some proper TLC. I've not taken care of them in such a long time. I feel bad, but I'm gonna take advantage of today, and we are gonna give them the proper care that they need. So I'm working with a lot of wigs. I have a lot of wigs that I need to take care of. So the one that I'm gonna be focusing on today is gonna be my loyal, my favorite, the blue-haired Charisma wig. So this one is not as old as the silver ombre one. This one I cut and it's still looking pretty good, but it's starting to look a little bit more like mangy and like untamed and just not put together. So we are going to be focusing on this wig specifically. So here we have the wig in front of me. She has a weird smell. Have you guys ever smelled your wigs when they've been like stored away? Like, I haven't worn it, so I'm not going to stand here and say that it smells funky because I've worn her too much or stuff like that. They get this weird smell that when they've been stored away for a while and they haven't been worn, they get this weird like dusty, like weird smell. So she's definitely in for like a rinse. I don't know why they do that. Someone want to give me some insight because I don't know why. They smell weird. She is gonna benefit from this a whole lot, but she is very like, she's starting to get really, but we're gonna fix this and I'm gonna show you how. Now the first thing that you want to do is heat up some water. So I have this thing that my family has. It heats up water really quick. So I'm gonna be using that, but you can go ahead and use a regular old stove and like a pot and warm up water that way. So you're gonna leave the water heating up while we're doing this next thing that I'm gonna show you. Now what you're going to want to do is find a sink or a tub or a bowl, something that is deep enough for you to submerge your wig in water. So of course fill it up. Next, what you want to do is submerge your wig in the water. Just submerge it and get it nice and wet. The next thing that you're going to want to grab is some fabric softener and some detergent because this is what works best with synthetic wigs. So taking your detergent, you're going to put it in the water and kind of massage your wig inside. It's kind of, you know, it's taking a nice day at the spa. So you definitely want to treat it with some tenderness. You don't really want to move it around too much. It's gonna get tangled that way. It's just not gonna end well if you're too rough and you just kind of move it around too much. So what I like to do is just massage it in, make sure it gets like the detergent all up in there. So that's what I'm doing. Once I think it's good and ready, I will rinse it off just like you rinse shampoo off your head. We're doing the same with the wig. Now our next step is to fill that water up again and add fabric softener this time. Same thing, repeating the same thing we just did, adding the fabric softener into the water, and we are going to let it sit there for about 30 minutes, half an hour to about an hour. We really want it to soak in the fabric softener. This is what makes it so soft. Now for about an hour, I will just go chill, put on a TV show, watch an episode or something. Now when the time is up, you're going to go back to the wig and you're going to grab the water that you left boiling in the beginning. So
you're definitely going to pour it all over the wig, but you're going to want to make sure that it's not so hot that it's going to melt your wig. That is definitely bad. You don't want that. So what I always do is just test like little bits of hair, make sure that it's not doing that, and once I get the green light, I will pour it all over the wig. But be careful because this is boiling hot water. You don't want to get burnt. And then pour it all over.
I'm surprised that it didn't burn my wig.
Once I'm done with that, I'm going to wrap it in a nice little towel and let it dry.
Alright, so I have my wig. It's wet. It's been washed. It's been poured on with hot boiling water. What's next? So usually how this goes, I will let this air dry overnight or for a couple hours, however long it takes. Usually I'll just leave it overnight, and by the next day, you know, it should be dry. It should be completely 100% dry. But time is of the essence here while filming, so I can't do that. So what I'm going to be doing is blow drying it. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Just to give some insight on my life, you guys, this is what I use to blow dry my hair. It spins, like blows it down and all that stuff. It's cool, whatnot. So I don't use a normal hair dryer. I don't have a normal hair dryer. That's not what I use. But it just so happens that we have this really old hair dryer from like years ago that's been taped up. You guys, don't laugh at me. Don't make fun of me. I'm just kidding. You can. This is hilarious, but I'm gonna be using this old hair dryer because we don't have one. Like, I don't use a hair dryer. So this is what I'm gonna be using to dry this hair off. So let me plug it in and let's get to work. So of course, if you are impatient and you don't want to leave it overnight or to leave out to air dry for a couple hours, then you can always do this option also. I just don't like doing it because it's extra work and it's like, why bother? But we're gonna do it now. Now another thing that I want to add really quick is that you should by no means grab a brush right after you're done washing it and go in. Even if it looks like it's a ratty mess, don't do it. Like, not at all, period, point like blank. Do not grab a brush and start combing her out when it's wet. Like, that is disastrous for a wig. So wait till it's 100% dry and then go ahead and brush it out, which is what we're gonna do after this is dry. I'm back from drying the wig. One thing that I will give you a little tip is to definitely go for the roots first and the cap, because that's where it's really wet and it's a little harder to dry. So just work from there, root all the way down. And so now she is dry. I did a little section for you guys to see. I don't know, something about warmth and like hot and heat helps to rejuvenate hair. So everything, just use everything on hot. Like when you're washing it, wash it with warm water. When you're putting the detergent and fabric softener, everything like that, do it in hot water. When you're clearly the boiling water, that's inevitable, it's gonna be hot water. But when you're drying it, use hot air, all that. And look, I've used the hot setting on this little section and I was combing her out just to test it out, and it really helped, and you can definitely see that shine coming through, and it feels, you guys have no idea how soft it feels again. So I'm going to be brushing her out further and I will show you the end result afterwards. So I also will be adding curls in because she is pretty curly, but she's looking a little mangled right now. So, and also I cut her, so her length is just everywhere. Like, I am not known for my cutting skills for sure, but the curls kind of help blend the bad cut out. So that is most of my tips that I will give you guys, and all of my tips and everything that I know about washing your wigs. I'm done combing her through. Another thing, one last tip is maybe use a straightener when you're combing her through. That would definitely help. Heat is always a good thing with wigs, just not too much heat. So she's definitely looking more vibrant. She moves a lot more. She's feeling more silky smooth and soft. She smells really good, like laundry. I love the way laundry smells. But if you don't want to go around smelling like laundry, I would maybe suggest finding fabric softeners or detergent that doesn't smell that way. If you know what I'm saying, like maybe find different scents or something, or you could always use perfume or body spray, something like that to take the smell out. But I really like it. She's looking so good. There you have it. This is me washing my wigs routine and what I do. So I'm gonna curl her. I'm not gonna leave her straight. So let me know if you want to see a video on that. Leave it down below for me. Also, any questions, concerns, discussions, leave it also down below and I will get back to you for sure. Give this video a like if you liked it, and that's gonna be it, you guys. I will see you in my next video. So bye.